Y'all know what time it is. It's easy work boxing, baby. About to hit you everywhere but under your feet with this one. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Y'all see we doing it in the dark today. It done snowed down here in Alabama. It's a cold, dry day. My phone off, so I gotta use this Wi-Fi, baby, and I don't feel like using no light. So we gotta talk about Mr. Danny Garcia, which I call the new gatekeeper of 147. And a lot of people tried to place that on Sean Porter, before Sean Porter decided to retire. And since Sean Porter has retired, we cannot name any other fighter at 147 the gatekeeper but Mr. Danny Garcia. Shout out to the Danny Garcia fans. This is no hate. This is nothing but truth and facts, in my opinion, of the sport of boxing that I love. And Danny Garcia, sir, you are the gatekeeper of 147. He lost to Sean Porter. Sean Porter beat him, so Sean Porter couldn't be the gatekeeper. But let's talk about him ducking Terence Crawford, which he has been ducking Terence Crawford for a long time, and people act like he hasn't. About 2 years ago, 3 years ago, the talk of Terence Crawford moving up, or when he first moved up after the Jeff Horn fight, they was talking about Danny Garcia versus Terence Crawford. And then this term nappy head came out from Mr. Angel Garcia. Now, it seemed like Mr. Angel Garcia was upset because Terence Crawford wanted to fight his son, and he began to throw on racial slurs, nappy head, as you seen with Keith Thurman calling him nigger and ponytail. But nobody really talks about that. I guess he gets an excuse because he's so-called Latin Puerto Rican. It's okay for him to say nigger. But the first time you ever see a black fighter call him a spick or some other shit like that, you're going to see all hell raised. But it's cool for Latino fighters and other fighters to call black fighters nigger. But, we've seen Teofimo Lopez do it, to be, for an example, you know what I'm saying? But it's cool for, them to go around and call us niggas, but, we say spick or something, Lord have mercy, you're going to see the earth cave in and blow up. But Mr. Danny Garcia has been ducking Terence Crawford for a long time. He's saying that he wants to wait for, who he say waiting for? The winner of Khan versus Brook. Now, the winner versus Khan versus Brook. Now, Danny Garcia, I don't think you're the same Danny Garcia of age. I don't think you'll be able to knock out Amir Khan like you did years ago. Not saying that you lost any power or any step in your pep. It's just that over time, I don't think no one will get caught with a no-look left hook. You literally duck your head down and swing with your left hook. No disrespect to you, Danny. You're a millionaire. You got a lot of money. You got way more than me, so I can never bash you, my brother. But when they talk about boxing, I'm just talking about boxing. You throw a left hook and you look down at the ground and you swing your arm and hope it lands. Kell Brook will whoop your ass, in my opinion. I don't know about Amir Khan as of today's date, but I feel if you probably beat him when he was younger, you can probably beat him now, but you really won off a 50% chance punch. You caught him good. I wouldn't say that was a time punch. I think you just muscle, what they call it, muscle recognition or something. You just threw that left hook after throwing a jab and you just caught Amir Khan. But you still won that fight, but I don't think you will beat Amir Khan today. But it just goes to show, once again, that across the street was, never real. It was just something said that they could say to not fight Terence Crawford. Danny Garcia, at this point, he want to go and fight Amir Khan and Kell Brook, and neither one of them hold a title. So, why wouldn't he want to go fight Terence Crawford, who has a WBO title? But it just shows you how ducking, people talk about the business side. Okay, I'm sure as a Danny Garcia fan going to say, well, he can get some UK money if he fought Kell Brook or Amir Khan. See, that's that ducking shit. Instead of them just blatantly being honest and logical and saying, hey, this motherfucker is ducking Terence Crawford and Terence Crawford got a title. Why not go fight Terence Crawford and get that WBO title and you make more money, Danny? Because, Danny, we know you straight outside of boxing. I heard about the investments. I know your sister sang and all that shit. But Y'all ducking him, man. Y'all been ducking Terence Crawford for damn near, what, 4 or 5 years, just like Errol Spence. He has never called out Terence Crawford out of all of the welterweights that are out there. So this. I was gonna make, it's crazy though. I was gonna make a video about this months ago, but I just didn't have time, or I think I just didn't really care enough because Danny Garcia ain't been hiding a minute, but it's a known fact, man. Danny don't want no parts of no Terence Crawford. Danny left 140 when Terence got there. If y'all really pay attention, and also because Danny Garcia didn't want to fight Victor Poster, who Terence Crawford went and beat and took his title, his WBC title. Danny left for two reasons: Terence Crawford, and he didn't want to fight Victor Poster. So this is nothing new. It's just brought to the forefront now because he just basically blatantly telling people he ain't finna go that route, which is stupid as hell. But it shows you that all of them been over there ducking. The whole PBC, even my favorite fighter, Keith Thurman, they all been over there ducking. Well, you can't really say Keith Thurman because Keith Thurman been gone 2-3 years. But the rest of them niggas, besides Porter, even though Porter was doing a lot of talking, talking about they was gonna go after Crawford next, but they didn't say nothing before the mandation. They could sit up and say all goddamn day they was gonna go after Terence, but you didn't hear nothing about them really want to fight him until it was mandated and a purse was bidded. They would have did the same thing. So, going to Josh Taylor route, that probably is the best thing for TC because PBC fighters ain't gonna fight them. They got all these excuses. They got cross the street talk that don't exist no more. They want to put up pay-per-view numbers and who making the most. But then you got a YouTuber coming here kicking all their ass. So I don't understand why everybody talking about pay-per-view numbers when a YouTuber coming on here selling out more than a lot of these niggas. But and ain't nobody talked about the fact that Terence Crawford pay-per-view numbers beat Tank pay-per-view numbers. They ain't say nothing about that, did it? Yeah, because we don't know Tank pay-per-view numbers, right? That's why we don't know. They ain't told you that. But, Danny Garcia, no disrespect, he a hell of a fighter. You go in there, he risks his life, can't blame him for chasing the money, but at the same time, yes, this is ducking. He been ducking Terence Crawford. He ducked Terence Crawford when Terence Crawford first hit 140. So, and he ducked, like I said, when Poster, he had to fight Poster. So he was like, well, if I beat Poster and fight Poster, next I'm going to have to fight Terence, so I might as well move up. Then Danny proceeded to move to 147 and start getting his ass whooped at 147. So now he thinks that going to 154 is going to save him. But them are bigger guys up there. I hate to see him run up on Erickson Lubin, even Jamel Charlo. We gonna see Danny Garcia get knocked out at 154. I guarantee you that. There's no hate. I have nothing against Danny Garcia. I'm not biased. I'm just saying, when he move up to 154, we're gonna see Danny Garcia get his ass knocked out. I'm telling y'all. He gonna get his ass knocked out at 154. But he is the new gatekeeper of 147, so it's best to leave the division right now. It's best for him to go ahead on and run and go ahead on and yeah, Kell Brook will beat the shit out of Danny Garcia. Kell Brook, his offense is too crispy, shall I say. Him with them chocolate brownies, them 1-2s. He'll be catching Danny Garcia slow ass, flat footed ass all night with them 1-2s. He'll knock Danny Garcia out. And then y'all gotta remember what Kell Brook did to Sean Porter. And we gotta remember, what I'm saying, Danny Garcia had a rock'em sock'em robot fight with Sean Porter, so can't say that Danny Garcia can. And then we gotta remember, Kell Brook is up at 154 for real now. So Danny Garcia, he run up on Kell Brook. That's who I got winning between Kell Brook and American. Kell Brook. So if you talking about fighting Kell Brook, that's a loss for Danny Garcia all day. Kell Brook bigger, stronger. I think offense is more better. You know, I think he'll better all around boxer than Danny Garcia. So, you know, but you know, like I say, he'd rather take an ass whipping from Kell Brook than take an ass whipping from Terrence Crawford. Because, you know, I think they got some like rival shit that went on in the amateurs, from what I understand. I think Terrence beat Danny before and Danny beat Terrence once or twice or something like that. I ain't sure, but that's what I think. So they got like some rivalry shit going on. But you know, ain't really much more to say this, but Danny Garcia need to step to the plate and stop bullshitting. And Kell Brook gonna beat him. Amir Khan probably gonna beat him because he only caught Amir Khan with a punch that stopped Amir Khan. Other than that, he was losing. I watched that fight. That was years ago. He was losing the entire time, and he luckily caught him with a no-look left hook and dropped him. So uh, either way it go, I feel Danny Garcia will get the short end of the stick. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about it in the comment section down here at the bottom. I mean, and you know where to go to the comment, but go to the description, subscribe to the new channel. Also, if you want to support the channel, Cash App, PayPal is in the description. And I just thank y'all for y'all love and y'all support. Y'all stay tuned. This is Easy Work. I'm out.